Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live pop-up chat. And let me just adjust the camera because it's a little bit out. There we go, that's better. Hello and welcome. Ooh, let me just turn that volume down. I don't remember having that volume up. Anyway, hello and welcome. Welcome to the chat because we are going to be talking about the revealed itinerary. So we actually have the full itinerary. Now, I'm sure some of you have probably already watched the video that I made. That was based on the Instagram post which Harry and Meghan put out about their upcoming African tour. But there are actually extra details. In fact, 6 pages of details. So you've probably read some condensed ones that publications, online articles, that kind of thing have put out. But I want to read you the whole thing and we can talk about it and discuss it. So hello and welcome. First of all, I wanted to read, as soon as it comes up, yes, here we go. This is the statement. So this was released today, Friday the 6th of September 2019. Sorry if I'm not talking to you too much in the chat room. I can see all your comments popping up, but we do have quite a bit to read and digest, to be quite honest. So this is a royal communication, and it says a statement from the Communications Secretary to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So, their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, will undertake an official visit to Southern Africa between Monday the 23rd of September and Wednesday the 2nd of October. So, by my reckoning, that's 10 days. So, whereas we were expecting a few days, I think it kind of said a few days way back, it's actually turned into 10 full days. At the request of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, the Royal Highnesses will together visit South Africa. The Duke of Sussex will also visit Angola, Malawi, at the request of the FCO, and will undertake a short working visit to Botswana while in the region. This will be their Royal Highnesses' first official tour as a family. Not only will this visit serve as an opportunity for the Duke and Duchess to highlight many of the causes they have been involved with for many years, it will demonstrate a modern UK-Africa partnership in action. The Duke, as President of African Parks and patron of Rhino Conservation Botswana, will highlight the vital conservation work being done to protect wildlife and how sustainable tourism can support the needs of local communities and the environment. His Royal Highness has worked to help initiate a number of key projects in the region and will be proud to visit the MOD African Parks Ranger Training Programme in Malawi. The Duke is also particularly proud to be able to deliver an exciting new initiative, a Queen's Commonwealth Canopy 3-country partnership, which he designed in consultation with governments in Namibia, Botswana and Angola, to protect wildlife corridors around the Okavango Delta. Excuse me. Throughout the tour, their Royal Highnesses, as President and Vice President of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust, will also meet young leaders working to address socio-economic and environmental challenges. The Duke of Sussex's love for Africa is well known. He first visited the continent at the age of 13, and more than 2 decades later, the people, culture, wildlife, resilient communities continue to inspire and motivate him every day. As Her Majesty's Commonwealth Youth Ambassador, the Duke now has a platform to be able to support young people across Africa in reaching their full potential. Let me just switch the pages. We do literally have quite a bit to get through, so I'm going to kind of let's zoom in so I can read it clearly. Through her patronages, the Duchess will be working with organisations to promote women's education, health, entrepreneurship and leadership. The Duchess of Sussex is particularly looking forward to the opportunity to learn from inspirational women in the region. As patron of the Association of Commonwealth Universities, Her Royal Highness will meet female entrepreneurs, academics and community leaders and join discussions with Southern African young women about the future of their countries. Throughout this 10-day tour, the Duke and Duchess are pleased to raise awareness of the positive partnerships with the United Kingdom, particularly in advance of the UK-Africa Investment Summit in London 2020. Their Royal Highnesses will visit joint UK-African projects that are working to encourage youth employment, entrepreneurship, education and health, as well as prepare young people in the region to take advantage of the opportunities that lie ahead in these dynamic and growing economies. The UK's total trade with Africa is around 33 billion, and the opportunities are growing. And between now and 2035, African nations will have to create 20 million jobs a year just to keep pace with the rapidly growing population. His Royal Highness will meet African partners committed to tackling conservation issues in Botswana and Malawi. The Duke will meet a British military unit in Malawi who are working alongside the local rangers to help combat the threat of illegal wildlife trade. He will pay tribute, in particular, to Guardsman Matthew Talbot, who sadly lost his life conducting counter-poaching operations in Malawi earlier this year. In a particularly significant and poignant journey, the Duke of Sussex will have the opportunity to return to Angola, to see firsthand the legacy of his mother, the late Diana, Princess of Wales, whose visit to Huambo in 1997 helped raise awareness of the threat posed by landmines to communities and livelihoods. The work of the late Princess and commitment to this issue changed global opinion. Now, more than 2 decades later, humanitarian demining work continues, and the Angolan government has made a significant financial commitment to clearing landmines from another large area, important for conservation of Angola's unique ecosystem. The Duke will launch this new project, operated by the Halo Trust, and will also visit Huambo to see how what was once a dangerous area has developed into a thriving community after being cleared of mines. There he will meet men and women who have undertaken the dangerous and vital work of mine clearing, and visit the orthopaedic centre that is treating mine victims. And then we move on to the schedule. So, the first day of the tour will begin in a township in Cape Town, where their Royal Highnesses will view a workshop that teaches children about their rights, self-awareness and safety, and which provides self-defence classes and female empowerment training to young girls in the community. Now let me just switch pages a minute. I have to zoom in because it's really, really small writing on these communications. Okay. Their Royal Highnesses will later tour the District of 6 Museum to learn about their work to reunite members of the community forcibly relocated during the apartheid era. The Duke and Duchess will join a community cooking activity with former residents of District 6 at the nearby Homecoming Centre. The following morning, their Royal Highnesses will travel to Monwabasi Beach to learn about the work of Waves for Change, an NGO which trains and supports local support mentors to provide mental health services to young people. The Duke and the Duchess will also see the work of the Lunchbox Fund, one of 4 charities to benefit from the generous donations made by the public on the occasion of the birth of their son Archie Mountbatten Windsor. The fund provides nearly 30,000 meals every day to Waves for Change programmes and schools in South Africa's townships and rural areas. They will also meet Dr. Thomas Mays, who is leading the Commonwealth Litter Programme launched at the London Commonwealth Summit in 2018 in support of the Commonwealth Blue Charter. The programme funds research and action to tackle plastic waste in 6 Commonwealth countries, working with support from the South African Department of Environmental Affairs to tackle plastic waste and educate communities on the impact of microplastics in oceans. The Duke will then join the City of Cape Town Marine Unit to travel by boat to Seal Island, Cork Bay, to learn about the important role they play in combating the poaching of abalone, considered one of South Africa's most significant illegal wildlife trade concerns, which have reached critical levels. The UK has been supporting South Africa's work in this area. As Captain General of the Royal Marines, His Royal Highness will be accompanied by 2 members of the Royal Marines who have been providing capacity building and skills training to the Marine Unit. In the afternoon, the Duke and Duchess will visit Bo-Kaap area to mark Heritage Day, a celebration of the great diversity of cultures, beliefs and traditions that make up the Rainbow Nation of South Africa. Their Royal Highnesses will visit Owel Mosque, the oldest mosque in the country, where they will meet representatives from different faith groups to hear about the strength of interfaith dialogue in Cape Town. Afterwards, the Duke and Duchess will visit local residents, who will host them for a cup of tea in their home. Bo-Kaap was named a South African Heritage Protection Site earlier this year, ensuring that its unique characteristics are preserved for future generations. Their Royal Highnesses will conclude the day by attending a reception at the British High Commissioner's residence, where they will meet inspiring opinion formers and young future leaders, underlining the rich and diverse nature of the UK's modern partnership with South Africa. On day 3 of the visit, Wednesday the 25th of September, the Duke and Duchess will meet Archbishop Desmond Tutu and Mrs Tutu at their Legacy Foundation. Now, let me see if I can move on. I think I may have to switch pages this one. Yes. The Duke last met Archbishop Tutu. It's coming in 2015, when he presented him with an honour in recognition of his services to UK communities and international peace and reconciliation. From here, their Royal Highnesses' programme will split. The Duke will travel onwards to Botswana, while the Duchess remains in South Africa. On the afternoon of the 25th of September, the Duchess will visit the Woodstock Exchange to meet female entrepreneurs and investors working in technology. Her Royal Highness will highlight the benefits of networking between aspiring female entrepreneurs and successful female role models. The Duke will begin his working visit to Botswana on Thursday the 26th of September, first travelling to Kobe Forest Tree Reserve, where he will join schoolchildren to plant trees and raise awareness of the fragility of these vital ecosystems. His Royal Highness will then pay a visit to a local project run by his charity Centre Barley, which focuses on improving the mental health of young people affected by HIV. From there, he will travel to Chobe National Park, where he will dedicate an area of forest to the Queen's Commonwealth canopy, situated near the border of Namibia, Zambia and Zimbabwe. This will help link areas of the Queen's Commonwealth canopy across borders to facilitate the passage of wildlife, vitality, widening the range of their habitats. The party will then depart for Angola. In Dirico, in southeastern Angola, the UK charity Halo Trust is initiating a programme of demining for conservation funded by the Angolan government, which has the ambition to become landmine free by 2025. Angola has recently announced £60 million of new funding to the project in areas of natural value, making them safe for residents, tourists and wildlife, and helping to bring new streams of funding through eco-tourism. His Royal Highness will spend the evening of the 26th of September at the new Halo Trust's demining camp. On Thursday the 26th, Her Royal Highness will take part in a private Women in Public Service breakfast at the High Commission in Cape Town. Women have played an important role in South Africa's socio-economic and political development. Invited guests have all played a key role in the development of South Africa's institutions, in Parliament, government, education and healthcare, and continue to advocate for women's rights and education, as well as gender equality. Day 5, Friday the 27th, will begin early with a visit to a working demining field outside Dirico. The Duke will remotely detonate a mine and meet members of the community. His Royal Highness will give remarks about the importance of continuing demining. Now let's see if I need to switch completely. I think I might. Right, okay. What do you think so far? My goodness, it sounds really jam-packed. Let's carry on. I had to switch pages. The Duke will then unveil the unique 3-country Queen's Commonwealth Canopy project, designed by His Royal Highness, which includes Angola's Luena National Park, the site of the demining initiative. Representatives from Botswana and Namibia will join the Angolan ministers to celebrate this collaboration and additional protection for national parks abutting the Okavango Delta, with the objective of creating a safe and green corridors for wildlife and, importantly, communities. His Royal Highness will then travel to Huambo, beginning his first visit to Angola in an official capacity. Photographs of the late Diana, Princess of Wales, visiting a demining site and meeting mine victims became iconic and powerful images in support of her campaign to create a global mine ban, which came to fruition in the Anti-Personnel Mine Ban Convention that same year. On arrival, His Royal Highness will be met by the Governor of Huambo, Joanna Lina, who was also the official host for the late Princess Diana's visit. Accompanied by the Governor, the Duke will visit the location where his mother was photographed. He will see how an area that was a dangerous minefield in 1997 is now a busy street with schools, shops and houses, a demonstration of the benefits of demining. His Royal Highness will be escorted to the location by a member of the Halo Trust team, Valdemar Fernandez, who was part of the demining teams working in the area during Princess Diana's visit. His Royal Highness will meet representatives of all three demining organisations working in Angola under the UK Aid Global Mine Action Programme. His Royal Highness will then proceed to the Huambo Orthopaedic Centre, also visited by his mother in 1997. Recently renovated, it aims to become Angola's national centre of excellence in orthopaedic care. His Royal Highness will be greeted by the Minister for Health, the Director of the Orthopaedic Centre, and a representative of Buckingham Palace, which has donated equipment to the centre. The centre's new name, in honour of Princess Diana, will be unveiled by His Royal Highness, after which he will tour the facilities and make a short speech before departing for Luanda. In the evening, His Royal Highness will attend a reception at the British Ambassador's residence. He will meet business representatives and learn about Angola's economic transformation and business landscape. On day 6, the morning of Saturday the 28th of September, the Duke will have an audience with the President at the Presidential Palace. He will then visit the maternity hospital in Paine to see the work of a project spearheaded by First Lady Ana Diaz Lourenço, Born Free to Shine, which focuses on preventing HIV and AIDS transmission from mothers to babies. Despite Angola's low infection rate, other factors such as high fertility and a young population, combined with a lack of awareness, are driving infection rates up. Rates of mother-to-baby transmission are the highest in sub-Saharan Africa. The First Lady has just approved a national plan to tackle mother-to-baby HIV/AIDS transmission. Let's switch the page. I told you it was a big, long read. Hang on. Here we go. It's coming. So I'm having to zoom in because it's really small. His Royal Highness will then travel to Malawi for the next leg of his tour. This will be the Duke's first official visit to Malawi, although he has made several private visits in the past and enjoys close working relationship with partners on the ground. The Duke will arrive on Sunday the 29th of September. That afternoon he will visit the Nilkule College of Education and interact with a network of young women who are supported to attend and complete secondary school with the help of UK Aid bursaries through the Campaign for Female Education. The Duke will see the impact of the UK investments to ensure that girls obtain at least 12 years of quality education. The project is supported by the Queen's Commonwealth Trust, of which the Duke is President and the Duchess Vice President. The Duke will then attend an audience with the President, Peter Mutharika, who he has met on previous occasions. In the evening, His Royal Highness will attend a reception hosted by the British High Commissioner. The reception will highlight our common links and strengthen the meaningful modern partnership between the UK and Malawi. On day 8 of the programme, Monday the 30th of September, His Royal Highness will fly to Luanda National Park. There, the Duke will pay tribute at the memorial site for Guardsman Matthew Talbot of the Coldstream Guards, who lost his life in May 2019 on a joint anti-poaching patrol with local park rangers. Guardsman Talbot shared the Duke's passion for the role of the British military, working in partnership with local rangers to protect endangered species. The Duke will then proceed to the Luanda National Park headquarters to receive a briefing on operations. His Royal Highness will witness an anti-poaching demonstration, exercise conducted jointly by local rangers and UK military deployed on Operation Corded, C-O-R-D-E-D. To coincide, His Royal Highness will dedicate Luanda National Park and the adjoining Mangochi Forest to the Queen's Commonwealth canopy, joining Chimiliro Forest, which was dedicated by the Duke of Gloucester in 2018. Luanda National Park is managed by African Parks. On Tuesday, the 1st of October, the Duke will travel to Mawua Health Centre Pharmacy in A Box and Youth Reproductive Health Outreach Programme. Through this project, the UK and US have supported the introduction of solar-powered storage units to provide life-saving medicines where they are most needed. The Duke will tour Mawua Health Centre and then depart Malawi for South Africa. Meanwhile, on the 1st of October, Her Royal Highness will attend a roundtable discussion with the Association of Commonwealth Universities in Johannesburg. And let me switch pages again. The Duchess will meet academics and students to discuss the challenges faced by young women in accessing higher education. Her Royal Highness will then visit a school to learn about the work of a local charity which receives UK aid funding for its work to raise awareness of the to tackle sexual violence in schools. Following the Duke of Sussex's arrival from Malawi later that evening, their Royal Highnesses will resume their joint programme in Johannesburg. On the final day of their tour, Wednesday the 2nd of October, their Royal Highnesses will visit a township near Johannesburg, where they will meet with inspiring local youth entrepreneurs and view skills and initiatives addressing the rising unemployment challenge faced by young people in South Africa. Later that day, they will meet with Mrs. Graca Machel, widow of the late former President Mandela. The Duke last met Mrs. Machel in South Africa in 2015. The Duke and Duchess will together attend an afternoon reception to celebrate the UK and South Africa's important business and investment relationship. Looking ahead to the African Investment Summit, the UK will host in 2020. The Royal Highnesses will meet representatives of the British and South African business communities, with a particular focus on entrepreneurs and the creative industries. To close the tour, their Royal Highnesses will attend an audience with President Cyril Ramaphosa and his wife, and then their Royal Highnesses will depart for London that evening. Oh, my goodness, I'm tired just thinking about it. Can I have a fan flap? Oh, my goodness. By the way, if I have butchered any pronunciations of names or places, I do apologise sincerely. There were some tricky words there to read that my tongue is not familiar with. So do excuse me if I do have a pronunciation wrong. But my goodness, that is 6 pages of a very detailed itinerary. And oh my goodness, isn't it action-packed? We were expecting maybe a few days. We got 10. We got 10 of complete action-packed. My goodness. I have a donation. Aminata Jar, $23.99. Thank you so much. I think I needed it after that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Mwah. Let's read some comments because I know I could see all the messages whizzing up on the screen. Take a drink. I think I need one. Alicia says, round of applause. Thank you. Yes, I think I do need 2 fan flaps. Mrs. Payne says, I really hope this tour is nothing but positive, as I really feel that the Duke and Duchess just really want to help promote causes close to their hearts. I feel all the negative press will be erased. Now, I have to say, the one bit where I got goosebumps, and I did actually get goosebumps reading it, was that Harry is going to visit the exact location. He will be taken to the exact location where Princess Diana walked through that minefield. We all remember those powerful images of her coming out of Africa, where she walked with the visor down, with the Halo Trust jacket on, vest on. So he will be visiting that exact same location, and that gave me goosebumps just talking about it. Kat Harlem says, Harry stopped attending the Balmoral. Oh, I'm going to be talking about the whole Balmoral stuff later on my Patreon chat, but also I will be talking about it in tomorrow's Saturday night chat as well. Scotty Brown says, wow, thanks for the itinerary. I can't wait for their tour to start. La Flaca says, that photo will become historical. It will indeed. I'm going to kind of skip up just a little bit. Yvette says, Archie was born May the 6th. By September the 23rd, he'll be 4 months old. I want this baby to have the best because he's Princess Diana's youngest grandson and Prince Harry's joy. Yes, HM the King, so much talking. Careful not to break your jaw. Yulita, I missed your donation. $2. Thank you so much. I'm moving up. So there we go. I will get to all of them. Thank you so much. Mwah. Let's go all the way up. Have I missed even more donations? Let's just go all the way back up. Hang on. Yes, Kimberly Smith. I missed yours as well. $9.99. Thank you so much for your very kind donations. It really does mean a lot. In fact, I'm going to skip a lot up. Yes, people are all saying how very exciting it is. I'm skim reading down the comments. Louisa says, hello all from the Big Apple. It's a bit rainy today and foggy. It's windy here in the UK. Yes, my P.O. Box mailing address is in the description of my weekly chat, the previous one. So do go and take a look there. Yes, Meghan is over supporting Serena, and my friend was in New York while Serena and stayed in the same hospital as Serena. And I will give you a little bit of gossip in my Patreon-only chat on what she saw Serena doing in the hotel. I have some first-hand gossip. Well, it's not gossip; it's the truth. My friend wouldn't lie to me. So yes, my friend saw Serena doing something in the hotel, and I will tell all my patrons what it is in my Patreon-only chat. Foster Payne says, it'll be so interesting to explore the various aspects of African culture highlighted by the tour. It will indeed. Christine says, can't wait for the match. Serena has been playing really well. She has. And of course, I wish her the best of luck. A few people talking about Serena. Yes, Harry will be very... I mean, the Duchess will be busy too. Meghan will be busy as well. But of course, she's got Archie as well. So she can't really stray too far. So I think that's why she's basing herself in South Africa while Harry kind of goes off and does his thing. But she is carrying out still a rather intensive programme in South Africa. So we will not be deprived of any Meghan action. She will be there. It will be a pretty full-out tour. I mean, like I say, covering it will be pretty full-on. All I can say is for people questioning the medical safety of going to Africa and taking Archie, it must have been assessed. They will have had everything assessed, and precautions, if need be, will have been taken. But like I say, they wouldn't have allowed him to go if they didn't deem it safe. So it will have been assessed. I agree, Rosary. Now this is a statement of their tour. Yes, you may have seen little ones about there, but this is the real deal. I've read you the real deal there. Yes, I think we probably will get a proper glimpse of the nanny. Barbie says, is it standard to give such a detailed itinerary? Yes. I mean, if you check back on my channel, I've read detailed itineraries for William and Catherine, for Charles and Camilla. So yes. Okay. Sorry if I'm skipping down a little bit. Right. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom now. And go up a little bit. Right. Oh, do I have more donations? Oh, I'm not right. I'm going to go all the way back up this time. Hang on. People are screaming at me. I've missed some. Did I say Kimberly $9.99? I'm sure I read yours. I'm sure I read Kimberly's. Yulita $2. I've read that one. Aminata Jar. I've read that one. I think I've read everybody's. Unless I've really missed anything. No, Archie is believed to have stayed at home with Harry and not gone to New York. Elgin says, I bet Serena was visiting other patients. No, no. It was something she was doing. It's nothing bad, but she was doing something. Oh, I'm not sure about the time difference between the UK and South Africa. Let's just Google it right now. Let's do South Africa time. There we go. For me, here in the UK, it is 2 hours ahead. So yes, it's 2 hours ahead in the UK, which isn't too bad in terms of reporting. So I'll get things back fairly good. In fact, actually, that works in my favour, to be honest. Them being 2 hours ahead works in my favour. So I shouldn't have any trouble bringing you things kind of as they happen. Although obviously what I usually do is wait until a whole day's program of engagements is concluded, and then I can bring you a whole day's worth in one big video. And I'll probably do lots of live chats as well around that time. But yeah, if you want to find out South Africa time to you, just type in Google South Africa time, and then it should tell you how many hours plus or minus it is in your time zone. But for me, it's 2 hours ahead. There we go. Yeah, just 2 hours. No, I wouldn't have thought too much jet lag. I think they'll be okay with that. Right, I need to go because I need to prepare for my patron only chat. Yes, the reason why I'm doing a patron only chat is because I've had Patreon, which is a vehicle that people can support their favorite creators. I've had it for about 2 years now, and I've had quite a few people joining it and supporting me, and I feel like, I've been asking people for a long time, what do you want to see there? What benefits do you want to see there? And people have just been kind of happy to just have it the way that it is. But I've kind of felt like I wanted to give a bit more back. So I've decided to do a weekly live chat on a Friday at 9 p.m. GMT for patrons only. It's still on YouTube, but I have to unlist the video, so only the people with the link, which are the people in Patreon, so only the patrons can get the link to access the live chat. So I will be going live in 25 minutes, so I need to kind of get ready for that. And it's going to be different to the weekly live chat because there'll be less people, so it'll be more intimate. So you'll get more kind of one-on-one time with me. I haven't got slow mode on the chat. I know I don't have slow mode on these ones, but on the big weekly chat I normally have slow mode on because we get so many people, and it helps to slow things down. And also there'll be no trolls, which is really, really good. So I will see all my patrons in 25 minutes. If you want to find Patreon, it's a website, patreon.com. There's also an app you can join, and if you just search Royal Reviewer, it should show up. So, I'm going to go now, and thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening to me literally reading that big 6-page document, but basically it's just completely jam-packed. The schedule is going to keep us royal watchers incredibly busy. So let me know in the comment section, if you're watching on Catch Up, what your favourite moment of what your favourite thing on the itinerary is. Mine is Harry visiting the same spot where Diana did that famous walk through the minefield. That's going to be my favourite moment, I think, the most touching moment. So, but let me know in the comment section the moment that you're most looking forward to, or the engagement that you're most looking forward to. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also do hit that notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all, and goodbye.